Thank you so much. Pujya Swamiji has summed up what's happening in India, so I would rather talk about what we're doing in some other parts of the world. Each country where we have a foundation, it's a different thing we're doing. South Africa, it's more of children and the violence related, the rapes and crimes and those kind of stuff. And in the Balkan areas, it's refugee related things. And yeah, it's education, empowerment, all those kind of things. The whole thing we talked about in the world, it's not about spirituality as much. What I said is that you only think about what you're giving to Earth more than what you're taking from Earth. So that's your net worth. What you have contributed to Earth until now than what you have demanded from Earth. So this is the mindset all our people are working on. Whether it is UK, whether it is South Africa, whether it is now we're starting in Peru and Brazil. The only equation is that how much you are contributing to Earth or to your country. If you want to call yourself a citizen of your country, you should ask yourself, how much have I given to this country? Don't worry about politics, don't worry about support. As an individual, everybody has strengths. Some people have money, some people have time, some people have skills, various things. Everybody has been empowered with something. So that's exactly what you have to contribute. This is the system, how it works. So there is no way people can say that we have nothing to give. Everybody has something to give. So that's the question which we are trying to work on in the world. Anyway, ACT Foundation, the foundation which I founded in 2003, is 15 years now. Devi is heading it in the world, so she can talk a little bit about it. In fact, ACT Foundation is a platform. It's not an organization per se. There's zero administrational cost. It's 100% volunteering. In 2003, when I was setting it up, people said it will not survive for 1 year because there is no membership fee, there is no compulsory payment, and how will an organization survive? So I just created a platform, and various countries, people like, for example, South Africa, they're doing a great job. They're in Durban, and in Johannesburg, Cape Town, different places, different activities. They put a project on table, a lot of people will see it, and people will say, I will contribute this part. It's normal people. I have no influence in this, in the ministries or anywhere. It's just people looking at it and say, we would like to help it, and then they contribute. And that's how everywhere the projects are happening. And some organizations are supporting us in places like UK. Otherwise, it's completely voluntary, 100%.
I would like to thank Mohanji. I'm going to have a unique privilege of saying that I have my guru as my husband. And so I consider Mohanji first and foremost as my spiritual master and somebody who opened the doors of grace in my life. Wow. And secondary, as somebody who I was blessed to marry as well, under the guidance of Sai Baba and the masters of the grand tradition from India, which I was blessed to recognize with my heart and soul. I would like to say that first and foremost, the ACT Foundation was founded in this grace. It came from deep pain that Mohanji felt when he lost his daughter, who was 4.5 years old, when she was run over by a truck in the year 2000. So the topic today is tradition and creativity, and I'd like to say that creativity that comes out of pain is a creativity that transforms. So instead of experiencing ourselves as victims, if we open up to create something good, immense divine power comes with that drive, right? So Mohanji said he didn't want to be pitied, he didn't want anybody to say, poor you lost your daughter. Instead of that, he went to Himalayas, he went into meditation. He chose to create something out of that pain. And then the pain transformed into beauty. So in the same year when Mohanji lost his daughter, I almost lost my life. I was working for United Nations in Kosovo. And that same year, I left my body already. And in the moment of complete ecstatic expansion into this vibrating, living light, I was sent back with a message. It is not your time yet. You have not fulfilled your mission. And your mission is to serve the unity. And then I started searching what this really means. So I feel really blessed today while witnessing the beauty in this church and all of you coming in that unity. It kind of gave me that feeling of fulfillment that I'm on my path. And David Rabbi Sototorp spoke. I remembered the moment when I also suffered as a refugee, and when I put my fist down and said, I'm not a victim. So I felt that strength in my inner space. I'm not a victim. I'm not this poor product of the violence and war. And there's a better world we can create for ourselves. So with that strength, in the moment of strength, what comes is the grace. And the grace comes with great tradition. So when I met Mohanji, I was introduced into a golden tradition, which means the awareness, I have everything and I need nothing. When we come into that inner space, awareness, I have everything. The field of consciousness of divine gave me everything. I need nothing. I'm here to create from anew. I'm here to give power to the omnipresent love that I recognize within my being and everywhere around me. Then only we actually can align with that power and create from that space. So the moment when I recognized I'm not a victim, I felt that true law of attraction started working. And when I went to Kosovo, I actually consciously went to risk my life. I did not go not knowing that it's dangerous. I went with awareness that it's dangerous, with awareness that I will meet people who have been blinded by hate. And I did meet them. But I was so protected. And that 1 year of my life gave me so much of insight. And in the moment when I thought everything was lost, there was this one and only scholarship for the entire Balkan region that appeared out of nowhere. It was the first time it appeared at the university in Rome, in this beautiful country, Italy, John Cabot University. And I wrote my heart out and I got the scholarship. So the doors opened for me. Later on, master's degree in peace studies in America, when another chance to meet children of war like me, from Palestine Authority, from Rwanda, from Cambodia, from different countries. And we all met together and we studied together and we sought the ways from grassroots level to top down in all the possible ways. How do we achieve peace? How do we achieve peace? How do we transform this abnormal drive that happens in the hearts of people who are just blinded by this wrong interpretations of divine teachings of all religions? This cannot be allowed. So I say, just like Rabbi Sottendorf, if we who have experienced the pain, if we can turn our victimhood into creativity and we join hands, we will find a way. And we also honor the heart of all religions, the true traditions, the great enlightened beings who walk this earth and continue to incarnate and lead us. The way is there. And I really do believe that we live in a special time, exactly this period. They said the crystal children will rule the countries. This time is coming. Our Mother Earth is awakening, is birthing a new reality for all of us.
Amen.
So I feel really blessed to be among this amazing group of people. I honor and deeply respect all of you. And I feel very blessed under Mohanji's guidance that we are here to share our light and our love. And through ACT Foundation, we really aim to spread that as far and as wide as possible. Because every true act of love counts. Even the smallest of the acts, when we have pure intention, is the intention that creates this massive energy that carries us forward.
Wow.
So thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.